So there's rumors going around X that I want to run for governor of Ohio. It's after 1:30 in the morning because I've been working all day. It's freezing outside. My wife's car leaks like a sieve, and I haven't finished working on mine. Which sounds like exactly the kind of person that would actually run for a high level of political office. Considering the fact that the Republican is a billionaire multiple times over and had his college scholarship paid for by Soros family money. On the Democrat side, we've got a deeply entrenched bureaucrat, which is frankly more disappointing than I find the Democrats to be normally. I do know that we get the government we deserve. And from a lifetime of Ohio being my only home and caring about America first, I can tell you that I think we deserve better. So would I ever consider running for office? Yeah. I'm officially running to be the governor of Ohio. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just going to talk from the heart. And if you don't like that, don't vote for me. You've got a guy running for Republican that's a billionaire 2 times over. He's doubled his net worth in the last year alone, just running for public office. Not actually doing anything, just running. Vivek Ramaswamy's college scholarship was paid for by the Soros family money. Harvard and Yale, if I'm not mistaken. Now, people don't like the way he first made $130-some million because it looks like a rug pull scheme on a failed pharmaceutical drug, which is shocking and disgusting if true. Either way, he didn't really actually create anything. He's endorsed by everybody in the GOP. And frankly, in the last number of months, I've been crashing out on my YouTube channel. Now, why? Because we all should be this angry. Not just because of Republicans, not just because of Ohio, but the shape of politics in all of America and what's happening all over the world. But this is Ohio, and this is my home. This is what I care about. I think Vivek is disgusting. It's disgusting he's here. It's disgusting that he's running to be the governor. Look at his website. He has no policy of any consequence. His website is literally one page. One page. So he can just buy his way on every podcast and TV show the last 2 years? Parade around like a more intelligent Kamala Harris sticking his silly finger in the air? And he thinks he's just going to cruise in? So what? He can facilitate more data centers to his billionaire tech bro buddies? Data centers that have tax abatements of 10 or 15 years, that use massive quantities of fresh water. Yeah, from the Ohio River Valley, from our aquifers in Lake Erie, that we have to subsidize the cost of through massive electricity bills. And through seemingly we're slipped under the cover of darkness with lots of NDA forms that we're all finding out about right now, with no real regulation or direction from our government. We do deserve better than that. On the Democrat side, we've got old Amy Acton. Great. This is a woman who was key in locking down the entire state during COVID. So for all the people that you, and certainly I know, whose businesses were destroyed completely, their lives destroyed, their bank accounts drained, their dreams gone, locked down. Well, you've got bureaucracy to thank for that, and old Amy Acton. Now, Mike DeWide tried to take the blame off of her, but the fact of the matter is that she was instrumental in that. But what's even more funny is that Vivek actually had to do with that too and was advising the board with regard to the shutdowns. But he doesn't really like it, people knowing that or even talking about that. But was that in our best interest? I don't know. When you had to go into a restaurant and wear your mask when you first come in, but when you sit down, you can take it off and eat, because that makes total sense. Yeah, that was really necessary in everybody's best interest, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. Amy, she was the health director. She quit. She resigned. Wrote something about how she didn't want to. Well, long story short, it got too tough. It was too sticky of a position for her. So she quit. But that person is running for the governor seat of Ohio as a Democrat. And if she wins, the person that locked down the state and destroyed businesses and quit when the going got tough already, not only will be in the driver's seat of our entire state, our lives, our dreams, our environment, our infrastructure, our future. Oh, she'll be in charge of everything from the Air National Guard, Army National Guard, state troopers, everything. A woman who quit is going to be in charge of F-16s. How about no? Just no. We're going to talk about what can be done better. I genuinely mean that. I don't mean that snarky. I've been doing a nonprofit helping people literally just because I care for over a decade. I built a recyclable car concept that has a low carbon footprint and is affordable, people, because I actually care about people, the environment. But I'm a conservative and a Republican. Why? Because I think for myself and I care. But I think conservative values matter. But my God, on the conservative side, Republicans, we've got Vivek Ramaswamy. His last name's Ramaswamy. His parents are from India. Vivek is actually Indian. The only thing that makes him American is that he was born here. He did grow up here, give him that. But do you think that has something to do with the fact that he just seems to have massive contempt for Americans? He lets the veil slip every now and then. I think he thinks we're stupid. You know, the funny thing is, he may think we're dumb, but can he even change his own oil? Can he make anything? And just on a side note, does it disgust you that he's as wealthy as he is when he's never created a thing? More so than that, with regard to Ohio, he has no businesses in Ohio. He's done no philanthropy or charitable work in Ohio, or at least of any consequence for anybody to know about. He didn't go to school in Ohio, and for years he's not lived in Ohio. Ah, that's right. But they're just going to pour unlimited amounts of money so their tech bro friend can be the governor of Ohio and facilitate whatever the heck it is that all these powerful entities want out of Ohio. They want out of Ohio is basically translated into take advantage of Ohio, its people, its resources, its environment. We deserve better. Why didn't anybody stand up? Well, who wants to run for office? It's a crappy job. If you're smart enough to be a good insert political office here, governor, congressman, senator, president, whatever, you're probably not one of those things. You'll do something else. I had a person in fundraising tell me once, "You're too smart to run for Congress," which threw me for a loop, because that seemed disgusting on a myriad of levels. But I guess he said that because it's just the status quo that no one actually cares. No one actually cares about the nation or anybody else, or just doing the right thing. You know, I've got some nice toys, and we have a nice roof over our head, which frankly I can attribute to the fact that I have a toolbox, and I know how to think, and work with my hands efficiently. Probably why I'm doing this at 2 o'clock in the morning and have worked all day. You know, all my family going back, whether they're ones that are serving in the military, in various branches, in countless wars, or being entrepreneurs or doctors, having their own business. We all have to take responsibility for ourselves. So we work hard. We think with our minds, we feel with our hearts, and we work with our hands. But we've got bureaucrats and billionaires taking everything over. It doesn't sit well with me. What I'm doing right now, the risk is extreme. So extreme. It's not hyperbolic to say I am in fact risking my life right now. In every way, shape, and form. You know, the truth be told, I largely don't think we have a good future. I refuse to go through life and not have a future. I refuse to go through life and not fight for other people to have a future. And yeah, that obviously includes my daughter and any other kids that hopefully will come one day. But you know what? That includes everybody else, whether I know you or not, whether you look like me or not, whether you like the same invisible person in the sky or not. I just want you to have a future. You know, life's a lot more fun when you're in it together and you can share it with somebody. But we don't seem to have that. So, risk it. Politics is obvious. First, they want to make you so you can't be heard. Always favors the wealthy, doesn't it? Then they will besmirch your name. And that's a very understated way to say it. They'll try to make you destroyed. Character assassinations. Just destroy your reputation every way. Now, if that doesn't work, they'll step it up a notch. They might even plant you or set you up. Try to lawfare you into oblivion. The worst things imaginable. Because they don't want you to win. But the thing about it is, the world knows that Vivek Ramaswamy is a horrific candidate. Nobody wants him. Nobody. The only people that want Vivek Ramaswamy to be governor are all of the Indian H-1B potentials. The corporations that want to save hundreds of millions of dollars by hiring Indian and Chinese H-1Bs. Why? Because they can pay them less. Flood them all in here to Ohio. But the thing that stinks about that is it destroys the job market for everybody else. It's a supply and demand type thing. Then companies won't have to pay as much to the Americans that went through the school system, did everything right, fought hard, and are really smart. Meanwhile, people like Vivek and even Donald Trump will say that we don't have smart enough people here to fill the jobs. Well, I can tell you that we do. I've been doing Genius Garage for over a decade, and I've mentored the best engineers from Ohio and all around the country and gotten them incredible jobs. And that actually makes me very mad. Very, very mad that people like Vivek and Donald would say that. And the reason being, it's not because I'm taking it personally as an insult. It's because they have done nothing. Nothing to better education. Nothing to understand education. Nothing to understand young people. Nothing to facilitate growth. Nothing to facilitate innovation. Nothing. We have the best resource on planet Earth right here. The people. The people that came to be because of this beautiful and great land. But they don't care. They'll spit in our face and laugh behind our backs. as long as it helps them and their friends make hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. Because they're rich. They can just go on the camera, smile, say the right things, and we're just going to go along with it. No, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that at all. I'm running as a Republican. I've always been a Republican. I'm sure as heck not going to vote for Amy. The Democrat Party is radicalized. And the Democrat Party, especially in the last 4 years, has done horrific things to leverage and frankly harm groups, African Americans, the rainbow community. Now even we're having difficulties with calling everyone anti-Semitic. None of those things are helping anybody, but the Democrats like to do that for political gain. And the Republicans are just selling us all out. Selling us out for AI. Selling out our land. Are we going to have any protection from that? Well, we are with me. Now, I may just be a car guy from Ohio that has to work for a living, along with his wife, has a toolbox, fixes his own house and cars. It helps out some young people here and there. But if you go to Amy's website, she's just got some points of what she wants to do. Vivek's got a one-page website and basically no policy. I've already got 50 pages of detailed policy and soon to basically have a perfect roadmap and manual of how to make Ohio awesome for everybody. Protect the people, protect the environment, protect our jobs, help us grow, help us build innovation here, but also facilitate things for the production of greater clean energy. How to make it so that the tech bros actually can build things like data centers in a way that is suitable for the state, the environment, and people without screwing anybody over. Because I took the time to get with the right people and team all around the country. Genuine experts. Together. To think independently, as in what is in the best interest of the people, regardless of giving a darn what side of the aisle you're on. I have conservative values. Those are the values that allowed America to become the amazing place it is today that everybody just wants to rob. Well, I'm tired of that. And maybe that's because I've spent a lifetime creating and helping. And I'm tired of seeing people that do neither of those things walk around with their hand out. Maybe this way. Trying to steal. No, we're not doing that anymore. So, there'll be a lot of videos to come. I look forward to show you more of my policy. Website's coming out. And yeah, I'm an open book. I've said a lot of things on the internet. I've made stupid jokes. I've acted sophomoric doing things with cars. And I've had a bunch of crash outs where I've used expletives and emotions that you wouldn't normally see with a politician. Why? Because I'm a real human being. I work hard. I've got busted knuckles. And I feel the pain. The pain and the struggles of trying to make all of our lives better and having nothing but roadblocks and being kicked and pushed around. I'm tired of that. So I'm running for governor of Ohio. First, to stop Vivek. At all costs, we must stop Vivek. The website is Putsch for Ohio. P-U-T-S-C-H, my last name. Check it out. You can go there. You can donate to the campaign, which I'm telling you, I'm not a handout kind of a guy, but this is how it works. We are literally in this together. Please donate. Please. You can make all the Bernie Sanders jokes you want about me right now, but we cannot let Vivek become the governor of Ohio. If we had a better option, I would be happy to just keep building my watch company, helping out young people, building a nonprofit, playing with my race cars, whatever. But no one else is fighting. So here I am. Please, let's do this together. If you want to reach out, whether you're from the press or you would like to volunteer in the future, you may also email us through the website, and I hope you do. Because here we go, guys. I guess it's going to be fun. We're going to see how they want to destroy my life and what they do. I've kind of thought of all the scenarios, or at least as many as I can creatively. But only God knows what's going to happen. And I hope that, let's just hope I've done enough good things that I might get a little smile from the man upstairs. I'm gonna need all the help I can get, and I will gladly take all of your help too, because I genuinely mean it. We're in together. So let's end this in a genuine way. Politics suck, and I've obviously been critical already of Vivek and Amy. I'd like to think they are both kind people down deep somewhere, but Vivek's actions tell me that if that's the case, he's long since forgotten about doing anything meaningful for anybody at all, despite his great wealth. Amy, I don't know, but I don't like her track record, and I sure don't want to see her leading the state either. But I'll at least do this. Obviously, you see the Christmas tree. Christmas matters to me. It's a very special time. It's a religious time. It's more than presents. But I would like to take this opportunity to genuinely say that I hope Amy is enjoying Hanukkah and that Vivek is enjoying Diwali, his people's festival of lights. But whether you like it or not, I'm always going to wish you a Merry Christmas. So I guess I'm going to end on one thing, just because it's meaningful to me. I don't really have a point beyond that. So Christmas, it really does mean something to me, and it connects me to family members gone by. The Lionel train set here that goes around, this is my grandfather's from 1953, Chesapeake in Ohio. A family that worked in the rail before. It's a connector. It's something that you bring out that means something, that grounds you to the past and who you are and where you came from. And that means something. I know Vivek has said that, you know, being an American isn't about how many dead relatives you got in the cemetery, and I don't know, I think he's kind of slighted vets and stuff, so I don't like that, you know. But it matters. It matters who we are. But my grandfather meant a lot to me. He was a doctor of optometry in Sydney, Ohio, Clay Barfield. He's gone, as was my grandmother. They were married for 74 years before my grandmother passed away, and then my granddad the next year. And they're buried in Dayton National Cemetery. My grandfather served in World War II. Army Infantry, Battle of Okinawa. Landed on the beach, Easter Sunday, 1945. That was one of the bloodiest battles of World War II. He got out, Purple Heart, Bronze Star. And when I asked him, what did he do to get the Bronze Star? He said that he stayed and helped people out. He saw guys that weren't going to make it and helped carry wounded in water across enemy fire before he got shot. He said he did it because he thought it was his turn. And there's some powerful stories from that. Sitting in a cave, reading his little Bible, polishing his bullets, and wonder how many of them he could get before they got him. It was horrific. He was 18 years old. Actually, I'm wearing his class ring. Graduating class, 1943, West Columbus, Ohio. This is the ring he wore all through World War II. Came back. Married my grandmother. went to the Ohio State University, graduated in 1950, doctor of optometry. He did it right. He put that behind him, built a family, helped his community. He was a great American. And I am who I am because of him and others. His younger brother, Air Force, flew nuclear B-52s during the Cold War, F-4 Phantoms in Vietnam. Their brother-in-law flew all through World War II, eventually retired the F-86 Sabre. Well, as old Yoda said in Star Wars, wars not make one great, and that's true. But it's the struggles we have to go through. And that's what grounds us to who we are and how much things matter. Ohio's been built over a couple hundred years. America's been built over longer. All the people that came here have struggled for hundreds of thousands of years before that. This is what we got, guys. We're just going to sit back and let it be taken advantage of by bureaucrats who quit when the going gets tough? Or billionaires that help no one except themselves? This is one of my most prized possessions. This is my granddad's Bible. He inscribed here, it says, presented to Clade Barfield for memory work, 1933, from Miss Stevens, his Sunday school teacher. I read this Bible at his funeral. And I'll read you a little passage that I read. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what the Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. You know, in the last few hours before my grandfather passed away, he had a heartbeat of 150 beats per minute and over. That's a boxing match. Old guy went out swinging. I think he did it right. And I'd like to think maybe he made a friend upstairs. But when he was still alive, he had said to me what he wanted when he passed away. He said, somebody say some nice words. Play the song Carmen, Ohio, which is the alma mater of Ohio State University. And then go have fun. Guys, our state matters too much for us to let it be run by Vivek Ramaswamy or Amy Acton. No matter the risk, it's my turn now. We're in this together. You can go to putschforohio.com. Please donate. Please follow. You can email me if you'd like to volunteer and follow. The best I can do is my level best. Game on.